Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about how to incorporate gratitude into your daily routine, daily life. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. So we've been having a lot of discussions about the idea of gratitude. And if you watched the last video, we talked about the surprise. I wanted to get to that point in a very, very clever way, and I think maybe I've done it. And essentially, what we got to the point is gratitude, being grateful for things is actually a habit. It's actually an action that you can take that becomes behaviors, that become habits, that eventually become personalities, and then lifestyle. So it's a whole continuum, but the idea, the core idea that it's a habit. And what do we know about habits? Habits are unconscious processes that we do all the time, very, very repetitively without even thinking about it, right? It's habitual now. And so being grateful for things is obviously has a tremendous amount of benefit versus being a doomer about things, right? When you are ungrateful for things, or you think it's not worthy of your gratefulness, then you start acting certain ways. But in reality, if you start thinking every single thing around you in a positive light, see it in a positive versus a negative light. So even if something is broken, let's just say hypothetically my air fryer right now, right? It acts up. It's slower than normal. But guess what? I can also say the same thing, that yeah, it cooks food for me, right? It works for me. It takes a little bit longer, but it still does a good job. It's super reliable, handy, and it doesn't get dirty as fast. So do you see what I'm saying? So I can be grateful for all of those. But in reality, what do humans do? We decide to focus a lot of our time and energy on the negatives of things. It does not serve us at all. Okay, it does not serve us at all. So it's really important that we understand that, and as we live our life and daily life, we bring that into consideration. So like when you do pursue alpha, right, your movement, your metabolism, and your mindset, you need to be grateful for the idea that yes, you're not in the optimal movement of your life, but guess what, you still have the ability to move. There's so many other people that don't have that ability to move, but you do. So right, we can be grateful for that. And then at the same time, metabolism. Okay, so you might have an issue with eating a lot of ultra processed food. The only reason you can even buy ultra processed food is because you live in a country where it's safe enough to have these types of commerce happening, globalization, where you can get these types of food. It's not everywhere in the world, so be grateful for the fact that you could get it. At the same time, realize that you have the capabilities of not eating, right? Think about that logic. You have the capability of not eating. There are parts of the world where people don't even have food, and your biggest concern will be to not eat that food. I mean, hopefully that was a pretty dramatic realization that you should be grateful for the fact that you could do this. And then third on top of that is your mindset, right? So you have the ability to think right now. If you could watch my video and understand the words coming out of my mouth, then more than likely you understand what I'm talking about, right? Because it makes sense to you. And so you have that capability of creating a conscious awareness of the things that are being, that you're hearing in your ears. That's amazing. A lot of people don't have that capability, right? So when we are appreciative of that ability and grateful for the fact that we can do this, anything is achievable at that point. With that understanding, that's how you incorporate in your daily life, right? So we all know that's another little gem that I wanted to throw in there, is that we all know that alpha is essentially just the protocol in your mind that you understand on how you think about your health, right? What is your movement? What is your metabolism? What is your mindset? Those are the quick 3 checkpoints, and to figure out, okay, what is my ring around that, right? Just like how Apple has rings for your steps and whatnot, you have rings around your movement, you have your rings around your metabolism, you have rings around your mindset. So are you actively working on those things? And of course, when it becomes a habit, it's automated. You don't actually have to think about it anymore, which is why in the beginning it's just a loading time, but after that it just becomes easier and easier. But again, you have to also work at it. You have to want to do it, and you'll realize that most humans primarily, right, like ancient primal knowledge of the human is activity. It has to move around, do things, eat things, think things. So we have that capability, and it's going to be a lot of fun when you find your niche in this whole alpha ecosystem, which is going to be fun. With that being said, guys, hopefully this video made sense to you. Just to recap the science behind the idea of thinking about gratitude daily, it's going to be amazing for you. So always be appreciative of every single thing that you do have, and start seeing the new connections that are being created because of that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cool. With that being said, if you liked the video, let me know by giving me a like. If you disliked the video, also let me know why you disliked it in the comments below. At the same time, if you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, it lets me know that you like my content and it motivates me to keep making more and more. Other than that, there's a notification bell. It'll alert you when the next video pops off. So if you're interested in that, definitely go ahead and do that. Other than that, I hope every one of you have an amazing day. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.